I am Dr. W. B. Gunole from Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are discussing the theories of trans effect. As we have seen, what is trans effect? Some groups attached to the metal in the complex, they are directing the incoming ligand go to the trans position. So such type of effect is known as the trans effect, and different ligand have different trans directing ability. For example, water, the aqua molecules have a very least ability of the trans effect, and in case of CO, ENO or ethylene or the CN ligands have highest ability of trans directing. Therefore, different ligand have different ability, and here today we are discussing the two important theories of trans effect, and these two theories have different approach. And the theories are, number one is the electrostatic polarization theory, and second is the pi bonding theory of trans effect. And here this polarization theory was given by Greensberg, and the pi bonding theory was given by the Chart and the Orgel. So detail about this theory in today's we are discussing in today's part. So today's topic is reaction mechanism of transition metal complexes, and in this part number 2 we are discussing the important theories of trans effect. So the topics are theories of trans effect, electrostatic polarization theory of trans effect, and also some evidences and success and weakness of the electrostatic polarization theory are there, and also another important theory is a pi bonding theory of trans effect. So here what are the different theories, and in order to explain the trans effect in the complexes, several theories have been proposed, but out of that, two theories are having different approach. We are discussing here. One is a electrostatic polarization theory, and actually this theory was proposed by A. Greensberg in 1935, and this theory is mainly concerned with the effect of in a ground state. According to this theory, the ligand by electrostatic effect weaken the bond trans to it, and therefore it facilitates substitution in that position. This can also be understood by considering the two complexes having square planar geometry of the platinum. So two complexes are there. Number one is we can explain this with reference to the platinum 2+ complex, and here first complex is a platinum X4 PT X4 type of complex, and the structure is shown here. In this case of the first type of complex, this is the platinum, and this is the ligand X, X, X and X. So negative end shown in this way and positive end in this way. So four ligands arranged around the platinum, and in such type of complex we can say that ligand X, all the ligands are same, therefore each ligand is polarized by metal to the same extent, so no induced dipole result on the central metal ion. Therefore none of the four ligands show the trans effect. So in such type of complex there is no induced dipole, because all the ligands are same and they polarize to the same extent, and therefore there is no, these four ligands do not show any trans effect, because all the ligands are same and they polarize in the same extent. So this is the platinum X4 first type of complex. In this complex there is no trans effect. In case of second type of complex, that is PTElX3. So this is the another complex. Platinum, L is a ligand, and X3 type of complex. Structure is shown here. The platinum, this is El, one type of ligand, X, X and X, another type of ligands. This is more polarizable, and here is a repulsion between negative negative, and because of this repulsion, this bond between platinum and X as compared to opposite to the L, this bond get longer, and also because of long it is a weak bond, and these bonds are strong. These platinum X bonds are strong, but the bond ligand X attached to the platinum get longer due to opposite to the ligand L, because L is a more polarizable, and therefore the bond distance between platinum and X is increases a longer bond, and also because of that it is a weak bond. So in this type of complex, in the second type of complex, more polarizable ligand L is introduced like a I minus. In such complexes, metal platinum polarizes the electron charge cloud on the iodine, and therefore it induces the dipole in L, and the dipole in L in turn induces the dipole in platinum metal. The charges, that is dipole on the metal, is such that it repels the negative charge on the ligand X, which is trans to ligand L. Due to this bond, platinum X bond, which is trans to L, get weakened and long due to the repulsion. Therefore, here in this case, platinum X bond trans to L is long and also weak, as compared to platinum X bond, which is cis to L. Due to long and weak bond, replacement of X ligand is feasible, or it can be removed easily. In this case, ligand L, which is having greatest polarizability, is also having greatest trans effect. Therefore, trans effect will be important only if central metal itself is polarizable. And here it is shown in the next slide. And here this is the platinum ligand L and the ligand X and X. So this is the shorter bond, and because of that it is strong bond, and this bond length is a long bond and weak, which is opposite to the ligand L. Ligand L is a more polarizable, and because of this, this is the polarization shown, and ligand L, which is having greatest polarizability, is also having greatest trans effect, and this trans effect will be important only if the central metal itself is polarizable. If it is not polarizable, then there is no trans effect. So some evidences are there in electrostatic polarization theory. So what are the evidences of supporting such type of longer bond and weak bond in the complexes? And here these are the two evidences in favor of polarization theory. Number one, according to this theory of polarization theory, for trans effect, metal itself should be polarizable. This is important. And for example, here complex of platinum 2 plus trans effect is observed in case of platinum, but in case of palladium metal it is not much polarizable, so trans effect is not observed in palladium complex. This is experimentally also proved, and therefore it is also verified experimentally. In case of platinum 2 plus ion is a polarizable, but palladium 2 plus ion is metal is not a polarizable. Therefore trans effect is observed in platinum 2 plus complex but not in a palladium complex. Another important evidence in favor of polarization theory, second, is the due to trans effect, bond which is opposite to the trans to the polarizable ligand L is a long, and the bond which is cis to ligand L is short. This is experimentally also proved. So these are the two evidences in favor of polarization theory. Now in the next slide, what is the success and the weakness of the polarization theory? So here also structure is shown. When bond is short and long, experimentally it is shown that this is the platinum metal, and here these are the Br and Br, and this is the NH3. This is more polarizable ligand, and therefore this ligand is a trans-directing ligand. So opposite to this, here is the Br. The bond length it is observed at 2.70 angstrom per minute, which is longer as compared to this bond length is short, 2.42 angstrom per minute. Similarly this one also. So this is short and this is longer. So experimentally the bond length has been verified. So this is the structure of one of the complex where one ligand is a transdialectic ligand and more polarizable, and therefore opposite to that, this is the trans effect. So this is showing the trans effect. So this is an important ammonia NH3 is an important ligand which direct the ligand other opposite to it in a trans position. So trans ligand opposite to NH3 is having longer and also having a short bond and also weak. So this is the structure which favor the polarization theory. So what is the success of theory? Now we can say that this theory explain trans effect of Cl minus, OH minus type of ligand and I minus type of ligand, where pi bonding is not important. So polarization theory explain well the trans effect in case of this ligand where the pi bonding is not important. So this is the success of the theory. So what are the weaknesses of the theory? We can say that this theory explain trans effect of polarization ligand. This theory explain the trans effect of polarizable ligand and cannot explain the trans effect due to pi bonding ligand like NO, CO, ethylene, CN like that. So this is the weakness. This polarization theory explain the trans effect in case of the polarizable ligand, but cannot explain the trans effect due to pi bonding ligands like NOCO or C2H4 like that, ethylene. So this is the weakness of the theory. So this is the first theory, what is known as electrostatic polarization theory of the trans effect. And the second important theory is there, which is known as pi bonding theory of trans effect. And in case of pi bonding theory of trans effect, and in this case to explain the trans effect of ligand like PR3, NO, nitrosyl, carbonyl, ethylene, cyanide CN, two scientists Chart and the Orgel proposed pi bonding theory. So Orgel and the Chart in 1955 and 1950 they proposed pi bonding theory of the trans effect. According to this theory now, vacant pi or pi star orbital of the pi bonding ligand like CO or carbonyl will accept electron from the field d orbital of metal to form metal ligand pi bond. So in this case, the pi or pi star orbital of pi bonding ligand accept the electron from the field d orbital of metal. Metal orbitals are dxy or dyz orbital and forms metal ligand pi bond. Therefore it is also known as d pi or d pi p pi bond. Therefore in case of NO, CO, ethylene or CN ligand, these ligands are pi acceptor ligand. So these ligands are known as the pi acceptor ligand. And in this case, pi bond is formed between metal and ligand in transition state, that is in an intermediate. This intermediate is a 5 coordinate and having trigonal bipyramidal geometry, that is TBP intermediate. And therefore in this case, how it is forming this TBP intermediate and how intermediate formed and then we get the products is shown in the next slide. So here this is the here pi bonding theory. These are the metal M. Here is A, and this is ligand L and X ligand. This is the Y ligand approach toward the here complex, and movement of Y and X ligand is there. So in this way we get square pyramidal first. So here is so Y approaches toward the metal and join here. This is intermediate. This is square pyramidal. Again there is a movement of Y and X on the ligand, and therefore we get TBP intermediate. This is TBP, pi bonding in TBP. So this is X and Y. Here is ligand L, A ligand, and here is a overlapping, pi overlapping is taking place, sidewise overlapping between metal and ligand L. And in this way they pi bonding. So field electrons of metal, these are the orbitals of metal having field electrons, donate to the ligand L, vacant orbital of ligand L, and forming. Therefore these ligands are known as pi acceptor ligand. They accept electron from the metal orbital. And here is shown. After this, what is now? Because of this, now distance between platinum and X turns to the ligand L. The bond is longer, and again now it is a weak bond. So this type of bond is known as this is the d orbital of platinum and p orbital of ligand L, and now therefore it is known as d pi p pi bond. So in this case there is a donation of electron from filled d orbital of metal to the vacant orbital pi or pi star orbital of ligand, and therefore the bonding is there. This is known as pi side-wise overlapping formation of pi bond. Therefore it is known as d pi p pi bond. So this is the arrangement, and this is the TBP intermediate, and through TBP intermediate we get such type of bonding. And again this theory also shows that the distance between platinum and ligand X distance is longer, which is the ligand which is trans to ligand L. So this bond is longer, and also again it is a weak bond. So this is the arrangement. Therefore we can say that TBP intermediate is stabilized by pi bonding. In case of TBP, vacant p orbital of ligand L overlap with the filled d orbital of metal. They form d pi p pi bond, and due to this electron density in the direction of ligand L is increased, but electron density in the direction of X trans to L decreases. It means that metal to X bond become longer and weak. This X ligand become labile or reactive due to pi bonding ability of ligand L. Therefore we can say that according to the chart, a removal of electron from the metal by pi bonding enhances the association of Y, and therefore according to Olgel, pi bonding stabilizes the TBP intermediate and reduces electron density along the MX bond and MY direction. Some ligands such as I- or sigma donor, that is polarization effect, and pi acceptor, which is known as pi bonding effect, and such ligand shows both polarization and pi bonding effect. So it is shown here. According to this chart, removal of electron from metal by pi bonding enhance the association of Y. So these are the important part in case of the pi bonding theory. So according to the chart, removal of electron from the metal by pi bonding enhance the association of Y, but according to the Olgel, pi bonding stabilizes the TBP intermediate and reduces electron density along MX and MY direction. So these are the important points of this theory. So there are two important theories of trans effect. One is a electrostatic polarization, and second is a pi bonding theory of this compound. So according to Olgel, pi bonding stabilizes the TBP intermediate and reduces electron density along the MX and MY direction. Some ligands such as I- are sigma donor, which show the polarization effect, and pi acceptor, pi bonding effect, and hence such ligand shows both polarization and pi bonding effect. So different ligands are there. Depending upon the ligand, they show the ability of the trans effect. And so these are the two important theories which shows which explain the trans effect. So today in today's part we have discussed the two important theories of trans effect. One is a electrostatic polarization theory, and second is a pi bonding theory. And on the basis of both the theory, the ligand which is trans to the ligand, polarizable ligand, or the trans to the they show the weak bond and also longer bond. So both the theory shows same. On the basis of both the theory, we explain the formation of square planar complex, and that we have discussed in today's part.